Head Start program for students with disabilities, parent questionnaires. My research questions were, to what extent are parents of students with special needs satisfied with the Dallas Head Start program? To what extent were parents satisfied with the students and families' unique academic, social and emotional, and special needs pertaining to the child's disability? To what extent are parents satisfied with the staff and the establishment? If they were to change one thing about the Head Start program, what would they change? What is one area where the Head Start is doing very well? 27 respondents were selected. The respondents were parents of students in a Head Start program. This Head Start program serves students with disabilities, and the purpose of this research was to study parent satisfaction. There were 8 demographic questions on the questionnaire, 12 questions assessed by using the Likert scale. Questions 1 to 5 assess student and parents' unique academic, social, and emotional, as well as special needs pertaining to their disability. Questions 6 to 12 assess the staff and the establishment. Questions 13 and 14 are open-ended questions. What would the respondents change and what they liked about the Head Start program? Looking at the questionnaire, so this was the parent survey form, and on the top you would see the demographics, which were gender, age, ethnicity, marital status, highest education completed, total household income, the number of children attending Head Start with disabilities, and the type of disabilities. At the bottom of this page, you will see survey questions. There was one more page. On the top, you will see survey questions using the Likert scale. At the bottom, the last 2 questions, question number 13 and 14, are open-ended questions. Looking at the gender, if you see this blue area on the pie chart, which indicates that there were a larger number of female respondents, 96% were female and 4% did not respond to this question. Age, under 40. There were 74% of the respondents that were under the age of 40. 19% were between the ages of 40 to 49. 4% were between the ages of 50 and 59, and 4% did not respond to this question. Ethnicity. A large number of the respondents were African American. There were 48% African American, 33% Hispanic, 7% Caucasian, and other races were 11%. You see that the African American and the Hispanic respondents were very close to each other in their percentages. Marital status, 56% of the respondents were single and never married. 26% were married and 7% separated. 11% did not respond to this question. And you can see that a very large group indicated with the blue color shows that a large group of parents were single and never married. Highest education completed, 41% said that they attended some college, which this was the highest percentage in this demographic. 26%, which was the second highest demographic, said they had attended high school or completed their GED. 4% of the parents did their master's, 11% had a bachelor's degree, 7% had an associate's degree, and 7% had less than a high school education, and 4% did not answer this question. Total household incomes, 70% of the parents were under $30,000. 11% were under $50,000 and 19% did not respond to this question. Number of children attending Head Start with disabilities. So if you look at this pie chart and you look at the blue area right here, that is a large number of parents who indicated that only one child with disabilities was enrolled, which was 85% of the respondents. 7% said that 2 children were enrolled, 4% said 4 children, and 4% of the total population did not answer the question. Okay, not the total population, I'm sorry, the total number of respondents did not answer the question. Okay, type of disability. Speech and language was the highest type of disability found at the center. 59% of the students had the speech and language disability. The other group, which was second in number when it came to the percentages, was behavior and emotional disabilities, which was 15%. However, the speech and language was fairly higher than behavior and emotional. Health impairment was also 11%. And then some students had both speech and behavior, which was 7%. And then other disabilities were 7%. Now we're going to come to the questions. So questions number 1 through 5 are going to help us answer our two research questions. Our first main research question was, to what extent were parents satisfied with the overall performance of the Head Start program? Our question number 2 was interested in finding to what extent were parents satisfied in this area, in the area of students and parents, academic, social, emotional, and special needs. So if the center is meeting the students and the parents or the families' academic, social, emotional, and special needs. So question number 1 through 5 are going to answer if these needs are being met. The first question is, how would you rate the care and education that your child has received through Head Start? Now, this question kind of encompasses an overall picture where they're talking about care and education. Over here, 63% of the respondents said that it was excellent. So as you see in this magenta color on the pie chart, you can tell that a very large number of parents said that it was excellent. 33% said it was good. And right here in blue where it says average, so a very small amount of parents, which is 4%, thought it was average. And none of the parents considered it to be poor or fair. Question number 2, how would you rate the concern and assistance Head Start has shown your family? Now, this was also a very high percentage question where 74% of the parents responded with excellent. So that means in this area, a large number of the parents are very satisfied. 14% said good and 11% said average. None of the parents considered it to be poor or fair. Question number 3, how would you rate the assistance you and your child receive for emotional well-being to reduce areas of concern related to behavior challenges and positive communication? This area, 67% of the respondents said that they were excellent. A large number of parents are satisfied with this area. 26% felt it was good and 7% felt that it was average. How would you rate the assistance provided to you on implementation of goals, objectives recommended for your child? 70% responded excellent. So if you look at the pie chart, the magenta color, which indicates excellent, is fairly large. And then the green color shows good, which was 22%. And then average was 7%. And no parents, again, considered this area to be poor. They were very satisfied with the Head Start program meeting their children's goals and objectives. How would you rate the effectiveness of collaborative services provided to your child to address his or her special individual special needs? So in this area where they're talking about collaborative services, which are geared towards the child's unique or individual special needs, 63% of the parents said excellent, which is also a very large number. 18% said it was good, 11% said they were average, 4% said poor. So 4%, when you look at the frequency, was one respondent. So now the center should look into the type of disability and what services are they not able to provide that particular parent, or they can look at the disability and they would be interested to find out interested in finding the cause of that parent being that dissatisfied in this area. Oh, but overall, if you're looking at the extent of overall satisfaction, parents are very satisfied in this area as well. Okay, now we're going to look at, look at all the percentages, and we're going to calculate an average percentage or the mean. If we're looking at students and parents' academic, social, emotional, and special needs, and if they are being met at the Head Start program, 67% of the parents said that they are being met and it was excellent. The Head Start program was excellent in meeting those needs. 23% felt that it was good, and only 8% felt that it was average. So this answers our second question. The parents are very satisfied in this area. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next area, which is the staff and the establishment. Question number 6 through 12 would help us answer the questions pertaining to the level of satisfaction with the staff and establishment. This is also our question 3, and this would also fall under our main question, which is how satisfied, or to what extent are parents satisfied with the overall performance of the Head Start program. And then also question number 3, which addresses a staff and establishment, and to what extent are parents satisfied with the staff and the establishment. How would you rate the guidance provided by staff to advocate for your child's individual needs in and out of the Head Start? So in this, 63% of the respondents said excellent, which is also a large number. 26% felt it was good, and only 11% felt that it was average. So if you look at the pie chart, that's also a very large number of parents who felt that in this area, the Head Start program was excellent. How would you rate the assistance staff has provided in transitioning your child from Head Start to public school? Now, this is kind of very close when you look at excellent and good. 52% responded that it was excellent, 33% responded that it was good. So they're still pretty satisfied in this area. 7% said that it was average, and 4% felt that it was fair. How would you rate the welcome and attention you and your child receive when your child is brought to the center each morning? Now, this is the area where the parents are very satisfied. 78% responded excellent, 11% said good, and 11% said average. So if you look at the pie chart, a very large number of respondents responded with excellent. So they're very satisfied in this area. How would you rate the attention you receive and the information given to you about your child when your child is picked up each afternoon? 67% responded excellent. A large number of parents are satisfied with this area. This is an area where the Head Start is doing very well as well. So 11% said good, and 15% said average. And then some parents responded with not applicable. So 2 parents did not feel that this question was applicable. There could be several reasons which were not identified on the survey. Maybe they don't pick up their students in the afternoon, or other factors where they did not feel that this question were applicable to them. How would you rate the cleanliness and upkeep of the building, parking lot, playground, and classroom at the center? 63% responded excellent. A large number of parents are satisfied with this area. 26% felt it was good, and 11% felt it was average. How would you rate your partnership or quality of relationship you have with the teachers in your child's classroom? 67% responded excellent, which is also a large number, and 19% said good, and 11% said average. 1 responded, which made 4%, did not answer this question. How would you rate the respect given to you and the friendliness of the center professional support staff, family advocates, special services, nutrition, education, and health staff? So here they're looking at a large number of different areas of staff members and different professionals that would deal with the respondents' children. And over in this area, 74% of the respondents said excellent. So a very large number are very satisfied in this area as well. 22% said good, and 4% said average. when you look at the overall percentages and you take out a mean, you would find out that 66% felt that the staff in the establishment was doing excellent. 21% felt it was good and 10% felt it was average. So in this area, I would, the extent that the parents are satisfied is that they are satisfied in this area, since a very large percentage feels that it's excellent or good. Now we're going to come and look at the qualitative data, which were the open-ended questions at the end of the questionnaire. Question number 13 is asking, if the Head Start could change one thing to make it better, what would you recommend? You may have a list of changes, but please limit your response to one specific thing. So they're only looking for their one thing that that the respondents would change in the Head Start program. So now only 14 out of 27 respondents answered this question, and 2 themes emerged from the common answers. One was staff and building concerns, and then some other parents said that they did not feel that any changes were necessary. Some pithy quotes from parents. Sometimes the staff can be unfriendly, need to work on face expression, a daily report on things that went on in the classroom as far as education. So I may continue it at home. Educate your staff to be on one accord. So when you look at it, they are overall not satisfied with the staff's friendliness, with their communication, and how they may not be communicating with each other or with the parents. So they're not satisfied in this area. However, if you look at the quantitative data and you compare that with this data, we saw that the parents were highly satisfied in this area. However, these are some concerns that should be addressed. And we can see that some parents, which is not a very large percentage, which may not make a significant difference when you look at it, because only 14 out of 27 parents responded, and a few parents responded with these answers. There were equal amount of parents who did answer that they can't complain about the center, or it wasn't applicable, or they couldn't think of anything to say in this area. Looking at question 14, now 17 out of 27 respondents answered this question. So the question 14 says, if you were to tell someone about the best thing about Head Start, what would you say? So one common theme that emerged is that the staff cares for the student. So 17 out of 27 respondents said that they love the kids. They make you and your family feel welcome. Staff is great. They care about the students. So when you see that, you can see that a larger number of parents are satisfied with the staff members. Overall average indicates that a majority of the parents are satisfied with the program overall. 67% of the parents find that the students' and families' unique needs are met, and the Head Start is doing excellent. 23% said it was good, and only 8% thought it was average. The respondents did not believe that the center was doing fair or poor. Overall, staff and establishment also indicated that the respondents were satisfied with the Head Start program. 66% said excellent, 21% said good, and 10% said average. The respondents did not believe it was fair or poor in this area. When asked what they will change, 14 out of 27 responded. 7 respondents had staff and building concerns. They felt that the staff was unfriendly, lacked in communication, and then there were less parking spots in the building. When asked what they find to be working for the establishment, 17 out of 27 responded. Common theme was that the staff was caring and it was a good program. Thank you.